Hey everybody, Matt here. I thought this video could use a brief introduction. I had recorded this several months back for a customer, and I thought, this as I was sitting here, I thought this would really be helpful for a lot of folks. So what it is, so a lot of our customers have divisible rooms. So these are reconfigurable rooms. You can open a wall panel to make two or three rooms all combined into one large room for larger events, and then split them up into two, three, four small rooms when you're done, and want to use them as separate conference rooms. In the past with Cisco codecs, and today with our competitors' video conferencing systems, they require a lot of third-party integrations to manage these type of rooms. But with our latest generation of codecs, or really our last two generations of codecs, they have uh, the capability to run macros in them. And with the inputs and contact sensors, things like that, we can run basically everything on our codec without needing a rack of equipment in the back of the room or in a credenza somewhere showing to handle all the ceiling mics, ceiling speakers, that kind of stuff, echo cancelers, video matrices. We can do vast majority of this kind of stuff in a uh, divisible type room scenario with just our codecs and some macros. And that's what I show in the video after this. So basically, this is our Chicago Collaboration Center at the old post office in Chicago. Beautiful facility. We have some great equipment in there, so we can show you how we do hybrid work. If you want to come by the Cisco office there sometime, it's fantastic. And that's where I recorded this. We have three conference rooms in a row that can all be opened into one large conference room. And if you're a customer or partner of ours that's been out for a larger event, we use that space all the time. When we're not doing larger events, they're separated into three different rooms, and each one has its own video system. But when you open it into one room, it needs to all act like one big video conferencing system. And we accomplish this with all Cisco native codecs and equipment in this room. We don't need all of this other expensive equipment that adds potential points of failure and things like that. So when we had divisible rooms like this, with all of that third party integrations, you would see failures a lot. People would go into the room in the morning to use it for an event, and something was disconnected. They opened a room up, and one side works, and the other one wouldn't work. And this happened, fairly regularly. I don't know, 5, 10% of the time, way too often. But now that it's just running our equipment, I, I don't hear about any issues in those rooms. So it's a lot more reliable, a lot more straightforward, and cheaper, right? So it's a lot more affordable. So this next video just goes into how we accomplish that with our codecs. Shows you an example of the codecs are mounted behind the monitor, so it's a nice clean install. You don't see anything. You don't need a big closet or credenza full of racks of equipment. We have our own Navigator Touch 10 panel to manage the calls or to switch video layouts and all that kind of stuff. So it's really a great solution, and I hope you enjoy it. Check out the video.
Okay, so here's what the room looks like separated. So there's actually a room here. This is the middle room, and then there's a room on the left. So right now this is in standalone mode with the quad camera up front. And so all we really have back here is the Codec Pro. And we also have a PTZ camera back here and a confidence monitor that can also show content or remote participants. And then we have a Board Pro 55, so content will be shown on it and you can draw on the content there. When it's in separated mode here, so this is the name of the conference room, it's just this one. You can place the calls just like you normally would, everything's the same in here. You can join WebEx, Teams, Google, Zoom meetings, all the above. And this is in Room OS mode. So now here we are in the same room with the right-hand room opened up and connected to it. So now they're both showing Burnwood. So the left-hand side here becomes the control. So same setup here. I don't need to pull the screen out, but there's just a uh, RoomKit Pro codec in the back. Got the quad cam, Cisco ceiling mics, speakers, I believe they are Extron speakers. Yeah. Here's no other rack with like an audio mixer or video mixer in here. It's just the Cisco technology with the Extron extensions in there. So now the difference is this is the control for both rooms. So in here, it's still Fernwood. If I go to the other one, I can do that real quick. Other room here, but it does say, hey, look, you're in combined mode. Go use the main touch panel. Okay. So now to make a call, it's all the same. Nothing's changed. You just control it from this side here. So if you want to actually see a quick call, just call into my meeting room. Okay, so here we are in the combined room. So you can see when you're in a call and there's no content being shared, um, both screens are being utilized for video. We also have room control options in here. So we can go into more room control. And now we have some options here, just audio. We can turn on wireless mics that folks are carrying around or have connected to their belt pack. We can adjust the ceiling speaker volume, camera. We can adjust the, have some presets here for front podium, presenter track. You can turn on and off the self view for the presenter cam. And then display. So we can say video on left, presentation on right. That is typically how we have it set up in here. So in here, we have the video participants on the left, so the main active speaker, and then the other ones will be along the top here. And then, of course, there's the option to put it on the side if you want. And then the content is on the right. And you can see that is replicated across the room over here, and the other one that is connected. So all the things that I showed you are available today in Room OS and is now available also when you're running in MTR mode on your Cisco video devices. So I hope this demonstration has helped you guys understand how it works and can show you that, we really just have the quad cam and the room bar, not the room bar, sorry, the room kit pro codec hidden behind this monitor. Like I said, a couple little Extron devices to extend HDMI, things like that. But otherwise, it's all Cisco technology in here. We have a sensor on the ceiling that tells us right there when the room is open or closed. But otherwise, we don't have a rack of equipment somewhere in the back um, with a video matrix and audio switch and all that fun stuff, right? Because that tends to be the things that we would have issues with in these divisible rooms over the years. So we found that paring it down to just the Cisco technology, which we can handle with all of our codecs built into, um, or all of our macros and programmability built into our codec, and can be accessed from our touch panel. So you don't need to have, um, you know, Crestron, AMX, or other systems like that to manage these rooms. So simplicity is key, but even though it's simple in the way the technology is implemented, we have a lot of advanced features available. So you're not limited in what you can do. One more thing, I realized I didn't actually show a view with multiple people on the call without sharing content. So on the left is using or is at my desk in the open hoteling space in the Cisco Chicago office. Over here on the right is the room next door. And we can see all of the video participants on the panel. As more people would join, this side would start having, the boxes, the Brady Bunch view of, well, depending on how you configure the layout on the touch panel up here. But by default, the left side will have your active speaker, and then all of the other participants will start filling in on the right hand side. And then again, when content is shared, this will go away and have content instead. And then over here, we'll have your Brady Bunch view of all of the participants. Hope this was helpful. And if you have other questions, let me know. Thanks.